that subscribe button and help support the channel. That'll be very much appreciated. Give the video a like and hit that bell button for notifications. Hope you enjoy the video. So this is what a standard double room looks like. This is the bathroom. Big mirror. Shower. And then a place to put your luggage. And then this is the main room. Nice big bed. Settee, a sofa. TV. Could do with updating, but it's okay. Little desk area. And then the balcony by here. Some seats. And then a view of the other rooms and the beach by there then. So we got a nice little private beach by here. Very nice and secluded. Lovely view of the sea. And then you've got a big smarty bar by here where you can get drinks. So this is the adults only bar, open 10 AM till 6 PM. And it's called the Big Smarty Bar. Big Smarty, no kids. No kids. So this is the adults only pool by here, open 10 AM till 6 PM, no kids allowed. Nice little chill out. You got a bar by here as well. Bar. Loads of sun chairs, sun deck chairs. Nice. It's the bar. Jacuzzi. There. So these are some of the rooms in the hotel from the outside. So here we have the jerk hut where you can get traditional Jamaican food and have some drinks with a lovely view of the sea. Some reggae music going on. Little place to sit and eat your food. Here's where you can do water sports and water sport activities. Get the towels by here for the beach and the pool. Open 8 AM till 6 PM. They'll give you a card for the towel, then you got to return it. Kids club. You can get ice cream by here, hot dogs, nachos. Open 12 till 6, 12 p.m. till 6 p.m. The Just Kidding menu. That little hut. It's a nice little walkway by here as well. This is the Barefoot Bar, where you can get beef burgers, fish, chips, a lot of stuff by here. This is open 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. and then back again at 10 p.m. till 1 a.m. This is a menu. Some of the food cooking. Some nice burgers. Some chips. Here's a jacuzzi you can go into, which is right next to the main pool. Nice. Then you have the main pool by here. So this is the main pool. Nice and big. Little sun loungers to chill on. So this bit is kind of like where you can chill out, and then they got a swimming lane which goes all the way around by here then. You swim under the bridge. Entertainment centre. Got a restaurant by here. So this is called the Portside Restaurant. Opening times by here. And you got a whole games area by here. Football table, pool table, table tennis. The bar. This is all part of the main restaurant. Some drinks area over here. This is where you'll get the food. So have all the food served by here and over by here. This is the lobby bar. So if you want drinks in the lobby, open till 1 a.m. I think. And then this is the main lobby. So this is where you check in, check out. And the buses will drop you off by here. You can book tours and excursions at this desk. Chill out area by here. Taxi service. So this is the upstairs area. You can chill by here. You've got the Port Royal pub, which I think is open till about 1 or 2 a.m. Here we go. The time is Port Royal Pub, 6 p.m. till 2 a.m. So it's not quite open yet. So this is the Italian restaurant where you need to make a reservation to secure your spot. Open 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. This is the inside. Nice. This is the Japanese restaurant. You need to pay extra for this and also reserve it. Open 6 till 10. I think it may be open for us to have a look. So this is the inside. I'm just doing a video as well. So this is the inside of the Japanese restaurant. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the photo shop. You can have your photos taken by a professional. All souvenirs and shops. Yeah, saying green, I'll give table tennis. Do you like table tennis? Oh, we've been up here. So this is the store inside the hotel. Hello. You can get all your souvenirs. Nice colourful bag there. Got a cool top. Plenty of t-shirts for you to buy.
You don't have swimming caps either, do you? Swimming caps?
So in this shop is more for munchies, get your food, especially if you're not all inclusive, if you're just staying half board or bed and breakfast. Souvenirs as well, some Bob Marley cups, nice. Souvenirs. Oh. They look like flasks, they do. You can get your sun cream if you forgot to bring some. Crisps, coffee, alcohol, soft drinks, sweets, cigars, cigarettes. More alcohol by here, rum, vodka. So we got a spa area by here. Open daily from 9 a.m. So this is where you book your spa treatments too. So there's the front desk. And you got, oh, the hairdressers in here. That's cool. And then, don't know what's in here, maybe a wheat room. Some of the spa treatments you can have. Quite pricey though, some of them are. Oh, buddy. Ah, okay. Tired, dude. So this is the beach. And then this is a very short walk over to the island, which is quite cool. Then we're entering the private island. It doesn't even really go above your knees, the water. And look the other side then. So the hotel, the beach. See? And there's a little private part. Some lounges, and then move the sea by here where you can go into. You can't go past these barriers, little circles, little balls. Then we're going to walk back over to the other side, the original side. It's Gemma in the pool. Do you see her head? You can see, look, barely goes above my legs. Probably goes up to knee height. Are you coming in now, babe? And you can see the free bars as well, the barefoot barber there. Then you have a barber there, and then jerk cut down by here. Yes, good.
See if I find some pop up, but I got a discount today, Sunday. Got bracelet, souvenir, wristband, everything.
Here we have the activities board. What's happening for the week? Stuff for the kids, stuff for the adults. Friday today. Place to store your luggage, VIP check-in and lounge. Currency exchange by here, which is shut at the moment. That's the opening times. Got an ATM by here, which looks very old. Great sea lounge. So we got a tennis court as well. Any tennis lovers who want to play tennis? A few courts. If you're staying by the buildings 1 area, and then you're going to be quite close to this. Although it's not much of a walk regardless. So we have the Sea Breeze restaurant, which is by here, and a basketball court right by here. Pretty worn, but you can still shoot a few hoops. So yeah, with this restaurant, the Sea Breeze restaurant, is another one you need to make a reservation for. Open 6 PM till 10 PM, and it overlooks the sea. And there's loads of seats for there on the beach, and this is a restaurant in here. Not currently open yet. This is the Sea Breeze restaurant. This is nice. And then you've even got seats outside then, so you can enjoy your food and look at the lovely scenery. It's nice. My chest. So we've got the fitness centre. You need to burn off some of that food you've been eating. Look at the opening hours, 5 AM to 11 PM. That's good. So you put the room key in to access the gym. And a few towels for you. And then there's the equipment. Some cardio equipment. For the weights, which I think are in pounds, not kilograms. So you can see 60 pounds, 85 pounds. Then you've got the bench press. You can also do squats on this as well. Line leg curl machine. Doesn't look like there's an awful lot of weight on it. If you want to do easy bar for the curls. Nice. Low row calf machine, is it? Calf press. Lat pull down machine. Weigh-in scales. Yeah, not too bad for you to burn off some of that food you've been eating and some of that extra weight you put on. Here's a mini golf course. Very basic, but a little bit of fun. Rice. Oh, cheese, that's hot. Macaroni and cheese. It's nice. Some beef. Baked potatoes. Barbecue chicken. Oh, what the hell is that? Ah, ribs. Oh, they look nice. Ribs. Salt on the ribs. Fish. Big potatoes. Same stuff on this side as well. More salad stuff. Pasta. Chocolate pudding. So, bread pudding, cakes, cookies. You know the breakfast cereals. Sorry, mate. So this is a Jamaican delight, which has cold rum, pineapple, coconut, and lemonade, and it's bloody delicious. Goes down too well though. This is called the Yellow Bird. Gold rum's in it, Tia Maria, and orange juice. This is called a rum punch. White rum's in it, gold rum, dark rum, strawberry juice, orange juice and lime juice. So 3 different types of rum in this one. Nice. So this is a banana daiquiri. It has gold rum, white rum, bananas, and lime juice in it. Here we have a traditional strawberry daiquiri. No need explaining this one. So here we have pina coladas. So this is jerk chicken. Very spicy sauce. So this is the taxi booth. So this guy was worth $15. Ah, man, bit of Robbie. Thank you so much. La la. Test
Chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo. So we got chicken Alfredo, and then we got the lasagna, beef lasagna.
Right out of money, let's go.
Go. Oh, sorry. So we're here at the famous HIPSTRIP in Montego. Shut up. We're coming back this way. We're gonna walk and come back. Hello, very good. Welsh. Thank you. Cab driver, thank you. I will walk back down, yes. So as you can see, plenty of souvenir shops. Ah, so nice one.
That's my cousin right here.
Okay.
You know,
Anything you smell like, I get discounts on the prices, okay?
Yeah.
So what you like, I give you one restaurant.
Thank you.
I got some deals on t-shirts right here. White one, 5
$5 for $20, nice. Cigars. Postcards. Alcohol.
You have free samples of
Coffee.
before you buy it, okay? You want to try some Jamaican rum?
Good, thank you. Magnets. Key rings. Ah, Jem, the cups you like beer. And they're 5 for 20, are they?
Yeah, white. The white shirt. They get $10 on the cups.
Here's the cool KFC bucket. Coral Cliff, this is the entertainment and gaming and arcades. Nice little water fountain. This is Margaritaville, but that's Margaritaville, yeah, by you, no? Sticky feet. Simpsons. Bar area. Cotton candy. Menu, bro. Smells nice. Have a souvenir shop. Oh, the Pelican. That's the park. Hmm? Antoine, nice to meet you. Have a good day. No, just...
Where you from?
Wales.
You want to see the typical part of Jamaica, man. That is where you got to be, sir.
Brilliant.
All the Jamaicans that live here, nobody don't come over here to support these guys. Because in Jamaica, tourism is our main income here. So when the tourists came here, we like to see you shop with the local black people that the money can stay in the country.
Yeah.
Shop with all these guys over there, all the money go back to Pakistan, brother, man.
Right.
So you have to support the local. And when you're going to buy your rum, your Blue Mountain coffee, all the jerk spice, you can buy those at the supermarket.
Yeah.
You don't buy it at the duty free shop. Now the airport is very more expensive.
Yeah.
Used to be it is a strip club.
Ah, this is the strip club.
Yeah, so they dance upstairs during the day. They play like pool and they watch like English League and all those stuff
Yeah.
and play pool. So you can see it right here. So it's a bar.
It's a
So
bar.
during the day, you know, they down here playing pool, drinking beers and watching the, and
So I'm gonna show, I wanna show you. Okay, sweetie? To take a friendly look, no pressure, I promise you.
hey! Don't forget me up today, right?
Okay, just I'll come back down and taking a photo. Yeah, I come back. Sound like. Thank you. Thank you. I just having a little look at.
Take my picture. Let me pose. I'm Julie. What's your name?
Cav and Gemma. Have a well. Thank you so much. That's colourful, mate. Yes, I am. thank you.
Yeah, what time you want? What time you want?
So this is the more authentic part of Montego. We'll see more locals.
Right here.
No, thank you.
Walking it down.
Walking around.
Watch it.
That's okay, it's okay.
You see straight ahead of you.
Thank you.
Watch accident. Straight ahead of you, yeah? You want to learn the history of Jamaica, right here. That's it,
So this is Sam Sharpe. He's a slave. And right in that spot by there is where he was hung. Good vibe. Might do on the way back down, yeah. Maybe on the way back down, yes. So here we have the Usain Bolt statue, and guess what it's made out of? Bolts. The Usain Bolt. Look how cool this is. Cool. Hello. So we're here in Main Street, Rose Hall. Those are shops. So you can get your souvenirs by here. This is the rum shop where you can have rum. Restrooms. Jewelry stores by here. So this is a good alternative if you don't want to go to the HIPSTRIP. That's cool. Hello. I don't think so.
It's a nice cocktail rum. Mixing.
Nice.
T-shirts and cups. I got like things in it as well, babe.
Together holding hands, you out there spending grains and making family plans. Don't have to straighten facts, don't want no strings Give me love, so come give me a hug, give me love. When I worry about front, you see the kids on do. When I roll 20 deep, so it's drama in the club. Yeah, I think I roll with Dre, everybody show me love.
What's your deal?
Alright, good morning and welcome. Some marijuana gummy bears. In case you don't smoke and you still don't have a jolly good time, do a pack of gummy bear goes by. That's 7 in the pack. Each gummy bear has 17.5 milligrams. So one is good to go. Don't try to eat all 7 at once if you get. Alright? That will ruin your vacation. Then we do the marijuana brownies. Goes by slice. Small, medium, large. Every slice is big. Do a slice for 25 for the small, the medium 30, the large 40. And it's not a birthday cake, I said marijuana cake. Remember. I also do some flavored stuff. I got some cherry pie, I got some granddaddy purple, and I got some blue cheese. Anyone smokes? You want to smell it? Come closer. Which one do you want to smell? Blue cheese. Listen, come and smell this one.
Is that cherry pie?
Yeah. Yes, I know. You smell it? Some of you guys is the first time seeing this. Shade purple. Alright? We do it by jars. We got a small jar, something like this. Small jar for 40, large jar for 70. Large, small. And you know, we also do some pre-roll joints. You guys take like 5 years to roll a joint. You know what I do? I have a couple of them already rolled. I have like 2.5 grams of marijuana, 3 grams of marijuana. That's it, it's a smoking tour. And then last is the marijuana tea. Comes in a bottle like this, freshly brewed. Strong, medium, some caliber. Strong, medium, weak. Or if you want to get the detox. Detox is without marijuana, that's like a cleanser. It's not gonna send it to the bathroom like that, it's no tea, no. Alright? So if you do need a tea, you gotta pay for it now, pick it up later, it's done fresh. Understand?
Yeah.
Nice. So anyone interested in trying anything from here? What do you wanna get?
What? 2 dries and 2 small sauces. Take 20 quid. Got your sauce.
Good?
Big Annie. His missus probably. Cannabis club. Bars.
Come down with your pictures. On the way up, let's go.
Nobody up here said I'm here for 2.
Yeah, man. It's grenadine, crème de banana, crème de mint, and white rum. You light them on fire, and you drink it with a straw while it's on fire. $10 US per shot, you get to keep the glass after for free. And don't worry about cash. We take credit cards too, alright? And it's not just too strong to knock you off your feet. Just open your eyes up for the tour. Yeah, man.
9 Mile. My name HIPSTRIP. On your guide today, okay? And your tour start right here. You know why? This house you was born in. This house was owned by the grandparents of Bob Marley. Alberta Malcolm and Amaya Malcolm, a Marley grandparents. Mom Stella gave birth to Bob here on the 6th of February 1945. Mom and Bob only stay here for 6 months. 6 months later, Mom take Bob on top of the mountain, Mount Zion. That's where he grew up, that's where he laid to rest. That's where we are going for the tour. On the road to Zion, you don't drink and drive, but if you wish, you could smoke and fly. Okay? Yeah. But Marley sometimes iron like a lion and Zion. Yeah, man, so to Zion we go.
This one look like Whoopi, right? Alright? How we going to steal this thing now?
When you done the picture, when you done the picture, yo.
You want that book? That's my book. Did you set this side?
This Bob Marley mama. Together. Yes. This Julie Nowat, Bob Marley backstage vocalist. She used to sing with Bob on stage. Bob Marley wife Rita Marley, Julie Nowat, and Marcia Griffith. Bob with 3 girls, Bob Marley and the I Cheese. This Pearl Livingston, Bob Marley's sister. She was born in Kingston. Mom and Pearl left Kingston and went to Wilmington, Delaware in America, where Mom met Mr. Edward Booker, a black American, and got married and gave birth to Richard Booker, Bob Marley brother, and Anthony Booker, Bob Marley brother. 1990 in the street of Miami, Anthony, he got shot by the police. They said it was accident. You know the police, they all make us homicide look like a suicide. His body was taken from Miami and taken here to lay to rest in Mount Zion with Bob. He was just 19 years old, pretty young. Richard's still alive, and Pearl's still alive. Pearl, she just live up the road. Richard, he mostly stays in Miami. He's now the owner for the house and property. It's not owned by the government. So you know Bob Marley 50-50. Anybody in this room know that? Yeah. Yes. Papa was white, Mama was black. Yes. So look, we black and white, we should never fight. When we fight each other, we only make racism and ageism. When we make love, we make Bob Marley and beautiful cappuccino baby. Okay? Yes. Yeah, man. So, this is the father for Bob Marley. Captain Narval Sinclair Marley. He was born in England. First kid for Bob, Stella Marley. Marley's son. He's the one that owned the Marley Cafe. He used to play for the Miami Hurricane back in college. He also get 5 kids from learning from the Fugees. Rowan Marley. Natural roasted coffee. Yeah, man, make pictures inside, make video, make a movie inside.
That is it.
That's Bob Marley's biggest selling album, The Legend.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's Bob Marley mama, you know. Stella. It's Bob Marley mama right here, man. Beautiful man. Yes, that's mama. Bob Marley mama. And this is a blanket given to Bob from the Canadian government. You know, it's casket and also made from the same material.
Until the philosophy which hold one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently disgraced and abundant when everywhere is one. Until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all the vast race. It's the one. Until the color of a man's skin is of no more significant than the color of his eyes. Got to say one. Until that day, a dream of lasting peace, world citizenship, ruler of international morality, eliminating all the fleeting illusion which pursued but never attained.
Right here, the MARLEY meditation stone. So it's pillar stone. Very special rock. That's what I see right there. Yeah, man, take the chop it, man.
Take the photo
Yeah,
back
man,
here,
take
yeah?
the chop it.
What's this? Is meditation stone.
Pictures don't come on the outside. Having a fat spliff in his mouth, you know, with a spliff in his mouth, you know. Smoking, meditating, having all the view, you know. Nothing was here, open, relaxing. I will be laying like this, you know. You sit on the ground like this on this pillow here, you know. Smoking and split, meditating, you know. Writing words for songs, you know. Composing words. Yes. See that Bob Marley? Meditation stuff. Also it's pillar stuff.
Hillside, you see that beach house right there, that peach color and the yellow on the right? Yeah, that was how they all started out. But now they have grown to 2 stories, 3-story buildings. If you're able to look between the trees on the right, you'll see that there are large houses right now. Today, yeah man, look at them. Look across there on the right. Yeah, that's how they are today. Most folks, they would purchase them pretty cheap. Those were 1-bedroom flats. And they purchased them pretty cheap and they added to them. And they've become 2 stories and 3-story buildings. That is how a lot of folks are doing it today. Get them cheap and extend them. Yeah, man. Here has come to take the bauxite to Grand Mercy, Louisiana's refinery. There it will be broken down to aluminium. That's the end product.
bed. We're talking a pair of acoustic guitars on the floor, given to him by fans from different parts of the world. If you look to the, you also can see a hat that we used to wear on the left in the glass by the wall. In Jamaica, we call that a tam, T-A-M, a hat that people love to put their long skin. That was one of Bob's favorite tams. And if you look to the right beside me, you can see a cushion on the ground that Bob used to sit and meditate on, as well as a bedside table with 3 original Bibles that Bob used to read. So you can see 3 Bibles at the back, 3 different versions of the Bible.
When we prepare it, it almost looks like scrambled eggs. It's right next door, and if you want to leave a tip with me, tips are appreciated. But thank you so much for coming. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Pick up yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stop. Thank you.
That's the mic out.
One heart, let's get together and feel alright. So I hope you're feeling alright. I hope you're feeling irie. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, spending some time at the Bob Marley Museum. And I hope you continue to spread the message of peace and love wherever you go. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude your tour of the Bob Marley Museum. Thank you so much. Alright guys, so there's a guest book.
She's able to peace concept.
You did it with yours,
Yes.
and then
Perfect.
Anything for you guys?
They before me.
George, yeah, George Stiebel. He was the very first black millionaire. And that's his house right on the corner here. Can you glimpse? While some of them in the smaller communities, you just pay a specific fare. Different persons can get on board the taxi, and each person just pay a specific amount of fare. In many, many ways, in many things, in education, they've got Prime Ministers of Jamaica. Sir William Alexander Bustamante was the first Prime Minister after things that they did for Jamaica. So come along this way, please. Flowers, bougainvillea, comes in 7 different colors. Flower of Grenada. Hotel. They drink from it as well. Rastas are known to be naturalists. Anything that's natural that they can use, they will. So, these 2 bronze statues, they were built by Laura Facey. The park was opened in 2001. At the National Arena. Track and fields where Usain Bolt talent was also discovered. We have an annual high school contest. It's done here. Kids look forward to it every year. Boys and girl champs, we call it. So it's done at the National Arena across there on the right. And the National Stadium is right next to it. Arena can take 35,000 persons. On the right, that's the statue of Bob Marley. Cricket, also familiar with. Some you might not. Yeah, man. So the painter. And also Caribbean Games. But 1966 CARICOM Games were held here. So this is a must-go for every Jamaican if we are interested in sports. Shaggy, that one there with the crown shape. But Usain Bolt, he has a house there as well. Asafa Powell has a house, famous folks. Yeah, they have to let their name be called, so they purchased a house there too. Yeah, man. So all kind of famous folks. All the folks you see across there with some envelopes or making a line there, they are given specific times to come in and do an interview with one of the U.S. consulates. And they pay a fee of $300 US. We have a taxi terminus here. Sometimes gets a little crowded, a little busy. Nobody jumping now. Yeah, and a little piece of the island you see sticking out, that peninsula there. That's what's left of Port Royal. That was where the Buccaneers, the pirates, once lived, and it went underground when that earthquake struck, 1692. So part of Port Royal is still slanted into the sea. And when we do tours there, you have to walk slant in one of the houses there because half of it is under the sand. So that was where it is rich in history. Many of them. Yeah, man. Haile Selassie, late Emperor of Ethiopia.
Do at first, we clear the land very clean. Then we line it out 5 feet apart, down by 8 feet across. Then we dig a hole about a foot by a foot. And put 3 pounds of chicken manure in. Then 3 pounds of chicken manure.
Manure.
Yeah, chicken manure. Wow. Stir it in a little dirt. Yeah. And 1/4 pound of fertilizer. Stir it in the dirt. Mount up very high. And put a stick in. And then when you
stick.
A stick.
I said steak.
A stick.
On the chicken.
Okay, and so when the rain fall,
yeah,
we get our plant from the nursery. When it reach about 8 months, it's about 9 inches. Yeah. And then we place it in the hole and we nurture it like a baby. Give it enough water, enough food in order to survive. Oh. But you know, officially our plantation begins from what we top there. It is a mature plantation. It is a 40-acre plot, 20 hectares. It was established by the American named Whitney Kemper in the year 1979. Unfortunately, he is to migrate back to the United States within 2 years. So the Japanese saw the opportunity and they bought it in 1981. And from 1981 to this present moment, it is owned by a Japanese-based company, UCC Yoshima Coffee Company.
Is that why the coffee is so expensive? Couldn't buy it up in
Not in Jamaica, in Japan. Okay. And what these men specializes in is the Arabica species of coffee. Why? The Arabica species of coffee is a more productive plant. And when you have a plantation that is producing a lot, you know what I mean? More money. Okay, so all of this coffee that we are looking at, they are the Arabica species. You see the lifespan of this coffee, they are 25 to 30 years. When they reach that stage, the production decreases. So what we do, we take it from the root right here at about 18 inches. And then what they do, they spring from the sides up. Within 3.5 years, they start to produce again. We also tap it at the top at about 5 feet 9 inches, about 175 centimeter. So the ladies are enabled to reap the beans, because if you allow it to grow, it can grow up to 20 feet and stop. And no lady is so tall. Okay. Also, an given plantation within this region, we have to have shades, because if a plant exposed to too much sunlight or too much rain, it can pose a problem. That's why we have the banana tree throughout the farm, which is a fast growing shade tree. We have the guango here, one of the best shade tree we ever have on any plantation. With the seed up the top and the inga. But from my observation, the guango is the best. Why? In the winter, it sheds its leaf. In the spring, it takes home back its leaf. It also provides water for the plant through mulching. You see, we rely heavily on the rainfall, so we don't have any drip irrigation in place. That's why we This is a very important tree to have on any plantation, especially in this region. I also tell my visitors oftentimes that you see whenever one is entering into a business, sometimes you gain, sometimes you lose. No one wants to be a loser, but it happens at times. We have some little insect on the plantation they call berry borer. These little insects only fly 20 feet and stop because they are easy to tire, but they are very, very destructive. What they do, they are more active in the summer. What they do, they penetrate the bottom of the beans and they go inside the beans and they lay their eggs. Sometimes when the men go through, open the beans, look inside, they see 70 to 100 larvae. If you don't control those immediately as they discover, they can wipe out the entire crop. Our crop was destroyed by those insects in 2013. We lost about 80% of our coffee. So we have to take them out the tree very fast, burn them to prepare for the next crop. And what the men do, they try some experiment and it works. They get some 12 fluid ounce plastic bottle, take out both sides, put water in the bottom, and a little thing called ethanol in the middle. The ethanol is an attraction. And what it does, it draws the insect to it. And they go into a bottle and they drown. Very, very effective. Because what they're trying to do also is trying to eliminate the use of dangerous chemical, which is not good for human health. Not to say that we don't use a little chemical here, there, and everywhere. No, but they're trying to phase it out. Okay? Yeah, they're trying to also to protect the environment. Okay? Because you see, being under the Rainforest Alliance, where we are being certified, we have to be careful of the chemical we use, especially on this plantation. We have to stick to what they recommend. You see, coffee is grown at an altitude of 5,550 feet above sea level. That's near 1,800 meters. Here where we are is 3,001 foot above sea level. That's 896 meters. And why this coffee is so rich in aroma, has its unique taste and this nice flavor. Take for instance, in the morning we have this heavy dew on the plant. By 11 o'clock, it dried up. By 3 o'clock sometime, we have this massive cloud cover. By 5:30, bright sunshine again. This is where nature come in play for coffee. That's why what Japanese does, they come into the island with their expert. And the taste of this coffee is so good. And these men specializes in quality. That's why 70% of this entire region of coffee goes to Japan. 20% to the rest of the world. 10% remain back in the country for human consumption. That's why where you are, you may not see the Blue Mountain coffee any at all. And if you see it, I must tell you, it is pretty expensive on the foreign market.
You know.
Okay.
Is ensure that you will be getting 100% Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee, right? In wildlife, especially in the Blue Mountains, are over 200 species of birds. Then again, we have the mongoose. As mongoose were brought in to get rid of the snakes, so there are no poisonous snakes on the actual island. And I've personally never seen a snake here in the Blue Mountains. But if you go deeper in the mountains, you can find deer. But the only reason why we have deer is because during a hurricane, they escaped from the zoo and headed to the actual mountains. And so from ever since, we've had deer, right? But other than that, I said we don't have much wildlife in the actual Blue Mountains, right? You have seen the plants, right? You have basically seen how they are grown, but what you may not have seen before are truly all the beans that are produced in the world of coffee, right? And throughout the world, there are in fact 72 different beans, all coming from two main species. You have what is the Coffea arabica and also the Coffea robusta species, right? So naturally, each of these beans are only produced within a specific region of the world, the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, which is 23.5 degrees north and south of the equator. So once any country lies in that particular region, it can naturally produce coffee, right? According to the International Coffee Organization based in London, the bulk of the world's coffee produced is Robusta, but 80% of what we consume is marketed as being Arabica. You go to any supermarket or coffee shop, especially outside of Europe, and you pick up a package of coffee, it always tells you you're getting Arabica coffee, right? But in fact, it can be 20% Arabica, 80% Robusta, and labeled as being Arabica coffee. The fact is, there are no laws that says you cannot state that a package of coffee is Arabica when you know it is a blend of both Robusta and Arabica. So lots of large companies, what they'll do, purchase the cheapest Robustas, passed off to their consumers as truly being Arabica coffee. in a region more specifically known as Kaffa, hence where coffee actually got its name. The fruits of the coffee plant, known as the coffee cherries, and note these fruits should be red, but they've been in water for about 5 days, so they've started to ferment. So ultimately, as I said, the fruits were basically eaten as ordinary fruits because they are quite sweet. They were said to be domesticated between the 5th and 9th century, and legends have it that it was discovered by an Ethiopian goat herder by the name of Kaldi. Kaldi said to have discovered coffee when in search of his goats. He found them eating red cherries, but he noticed that the goats became spirited and didn't want to sleep at night, right? So of course, Kaldi was fascinated by that, so he tried the fruits for himself, realized that he too could not sleep at night, so he took his fascination of the fruits to a monk, but the monk, upon seeing how they reacted after the consumption of those fruits, disapproved of the use and ordered that those cherries be disposed of in the monastery's fire. But when he smelled that enticing aroma coming from the fire, that is when the monk quickly returned to the scene, pulled the beans out, grounded them up, dissolved them in a little hot water, and voila, the first hot cup of coffee was actually made, right? But were not only the first to cultivate coffee, but the Arabs were also the first to begin the trade of these, right? What we now classify as being green or ultimately unroasted coffee beans. So by the 15th century, green coffee beans were being produced in Yemen. From Yemen, coffee would have spread throughout the rest of the Middle East, went to northern Africa, Persia, Turkey, Italy, the Balkans by the 1600s to Malabar in India, from India to the Indonesian island of Java, from Java to Amsterdam, from Amsterdam to France, from France through to Martinique, and from Martinique, that is when coffee finally made it to the promised land, Jamaica, right? So Jamaica, in fact, received coffee back in 1728 when Sir Nicholas Laws took only 6 plants, right? Only a mere 6 plants were taken from Martinique when they were first planted on the Temple Hall estate, and that in truth created the base of our coffee industry today. And in this property today, there are approximately 40,000 coffee plants, right? And every single one of these plants are basically individually hand harvested, right? So our first export of coffee from the island of Jamaica was in the year 1737, 9 years later, right? In fact, we exported 83,000 pounds of the green or unroasted coffee beans. By 1814, Jamaica became the world's largest coffee producing country, right? The fact is, we exported in excess of 34 million pounds of coffee. But since then, Jamaica exports less than 7.5 million pounds, and 70% of what we do produce today is exported to the Japanese. Another 15% goes throughout the rest of the world, and 15% will stay on the island for local consumption. Because as I said, most Jamaicans will tell you that they're not coffee drinkers, but they are tea drinkers, right? But the entire island can literally produce coffee, but the highlighted regions are the major coffee producing areas, right? So, on the island of Jamaica, we only produce the Arabica coffee, and that is because we cannot compete with the larger producers like Brazil or Vietnam based on quantity, so we try to compete based on producing the higher quality of coffee, right? So the Arabica coffee is prized as a higher quality of coffee because depending on where you grow the Arabica beans, the quality and the taste of it changes. But if you grow Robusta coffee, no matter where you grow it, it tastes the same. It's extremely bitter, quite sour, highly acidic, and does contain at least 3 times more caffeine than the Arabica. And as the name suggests, Robust literally is a harder plant, it's easy to mass produce, and I said at least 5 times more than the Arabica is actually produced from the Robusta plants, right? If you're saying to yourself, well, you have never drinking Robusta coffee before, and you've actually drinking instant coffee, then you're 99.9% certain of actually having Robusta beans, right? Because majority of the world's instant coffees are usually made from Robusta beans because it's much cheaper, right? But ultimately, the entire island of Jamaica can produce coffee, but once we get into these particular areas, what are the highlighted regions, these areas are truly the major coffee producing areas. Under 2,000 feet, right, or under 600 meters outside of this region, what is the Blue Mountains of Jamaica, the Arabica coffee we produce on the island is classified as being the Jamaica Prime Wash. If we take that same Arabica plant above 2,000 feet or above 600 meters is ultimately to the center of the island, still outside of the Blue Mountains. It is now classified as being the Jamaica High Mountain Supreme, right? And Blue Mountain coffee is ultimately the champagne of coffees. So it's only within the Champagne region of France that champagne can be produced. So the fact is, it is only within here, what is the Blue Mountains of Jamaica, that these two beans can be produced, what are the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee, which are the Blue Mountain Peaberry and the Blue Mountain #1 coffee bean, right? So in fact, if is so supreme amongst all others is that the Blue Mountain range is a microclimate range, right? It never gets too hot, too wet, too cold, nor too dry, all year round. All year round is pretty balanced, equal amounts of sunlight, humidity, rainfall. The altitude and location is a factor. The temperature is 7 degrees Celsius cooler than anywhere else on the island. We even dare to tell you that it does get rather cold in the Blue Mountains, right? So it may not get as cold as the UK, but a very cold day here gets to a low of 12 degrees Celsius. But the truth is, anything at all below 20 degrees Celsius in Jamaica is actually classified as being absolutely cold, right? So they normally tell you, once you head to the Blue Mountains, to walk with a sweater, right? The day-to-day weather, quite predictable. Hottest part of the day is usually the morning, so it's between sunrise to about 11:30 a.m. That is when we receive the most sunlight. As it approaches midday, the clouds and the mist covers the mountains. Afternoons are usually overcast with the chance of rain. And at about 3:34, we get a bit more sunlight up until sunset, but after 6 p.m., then comes the dreadful temperatures of about 18 degrees Celsius. So the temperature usually drops below 20 degrees Celsius after 6 p.m. So the average temperatures at night in the Blue Mountains is roughly 18 degrees Celsius, and everybody here sleeps under a blanket in the fear of freezing. Right? Listen, it never gets that too hot, too wet, too cold, or too dry. So we do receive like a regular cloud cover. There is a mist cover, and you can feel this gentle trade wind. It neutralizes the morning heat, and technically what it does is to slow the maturity cycle of the Arabica cherries. In fact, your average Arabica cherry anywhere outside of the Blue Mountains throughout the rest of the world takes 5 to 8 months to become mature or to actually become red. In the Blue Mountains, it takes no less than 9 to 11 months. So the slower maturity cycle, it now enables our coffee to be naturally alkaline rather than being acidic. And the fact is, it produces no less than 3 to 5 times higher levels of sugar than any other coffee in the world. So ultimately, Blue Mountain coffee is naturally sweet. And the fact is, the cup doesn't really require any milk, sugars, or artificial sweetness, right? When each of these fruits are being processed, what is done is a wash exclusive method. So the fact is, we harvest the ripest fruits, they are separated using a pool of water, and what will happen? Good fruits will sink, bad ones will float. From the good fruits, we extract our coffee beans, and normally, within any cherry at all, there are 2 beans on the actual inside. On a special occasion, there is a single bean inside of this cherry, and that is what we describe as being the peaberry, right? But because each bean is covered in sugar, you prevent them from fermenting by washing. So they're washed, and what we call the wet parchments, these will be placed outdoors on concrete surfaces. They'll dry for a matter of 10 to 12 days. And after 10 to 12 days in the natural sunlight, we take them indoors to a sanitized, a secure environment. They'll rest for at least 2 to 3 months. Right? And after 2 to 3 months of resting, we take all these, what we call the dried parchments, to the dry mills, and there we separate what are the husks from the actual coffee beans. Right? So the husk will be separated from the actual coffee beans, and what we'll end up with at the end of the day is truly described as being the green coffee bean. Right? So green beans. So the green beans are what we now export, right? This particular bean, the green beans are what we export, but before any of these green beans can be exported, it has to be polished, and ultimately placed within a grading system such as this, which is known as the British Standard Scales, the only standard measurement of coffee in the world. Whether you're growing coffee in Brazil, Vietnam, or even Colombia, this is ultimately how all the beans are graded. They say are better qualities of coffee. In Jamaica, we take it a step further. We don't only grade them based off sizes, but the fact is, each bean selected must be 96 to 100% perfect in color, shape, size, and texture. Right? So yes, everything does filter through these screens based off their sizes. But the fact is, if it lies within screens 17, 18, and also 19s, these are classified as the highest quality beans, which are #1 beans, right? But for them to be classified as the Blue Mountain #1 bean, anything you select from a 17, 18, and 19 screen must be no more than 4% defective. And this is how we identify what a defective coffee bean looks like, right? What you want from the screens are in the top left-hand corner, good bean, and if it has a number from 1 through to 14, all those beans must be removed from each of the screens by hand, right? Workers go through each screen using iron-hand coordination, bean by bean. They'll pick out every single major defective coffee beans, right? So don't worry, because we leave it up to the ladies to do all the sorting, right? So ultimately, I said, all the sorting is done by hand, and what you want is here, good beans, and everything else that has a number must be removed from the screens by hand. So because it does affect the actual taste of the actual coffee,
So what happens
right?
with all the ones that you just
Not wasted, right? So it is now sold as a lower quality of Jamaica Blue Mountain, or you can put it in like Blue Mountain blends, and persons can even put it in like instant coffees, right? But ultimately, once all the sorting is completed, that is when you do further tests. So you test the density. If it contains 12.5% moisture, samples are taken, and that is where it's roasted. It's also grounded, brewed, and ultimately analyzed by master coffee tasters at the Coffee Industry Board of Jamaica, and that will now ensure what we put on the market saying it's Blue Mountain coffee is actually Blue Mountain coffee, right? So the big question is, in fact, how can you truly tell that what you had a short while ago was an actual cup of Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee? How do you know that we didn't just serve you instant coffee?
It's the taste.
Absolutely. So the taste of it should never be sour because it produces sugar, right? So that bitterness is quite mild. So it's mild to that of dark chocolate. So if you can eat a piece of dark chocolate, then there should be absolutely no reasons why that you can't have this cup without putting additives, no milk, no sugars, no artificial sweetness. It has a unique fragrance and aroma when brewed. The flavors are described as being full-bodied. It's balanced, so the bitterness in Blue Mountain coffee never overpowers the sweetness, nor the sweetness overpower the bitterness. Then again, it never reacts negatively to the cardiac nor the actual nervous system. So you can easily drink 8, 9, or even 10 cups today without feeling jittery, get palpitation of the heart, or complain about stomach burns, right?
What's the question? I'm a diabetic, and you said it produces sugar. So how does that affect me?
Well, I said the sugars in this is quite minimal, right?
That's all right. That's okay. I'm just a question because I picked it up because I normally have to have sugar in coffee anyway, but I didn't need sugar in it.
Exactly, because it is a naturally sweet coffee, right? But ultimately, there's more coffee here if anybody would like a second cup, right? But I said, in truth, Blue Mountain coffee does have properties that help to fight against ailments such as colon cancer, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, heart disease, liver disease, gallstones. It produces vitamins, niacin and taurine. It's active antioxidants, enhances mental awareness, but it only contains 20 to 25 milligrams of caffeine in each cup, right?
3565.
3565.